Here's a wild piece of sea glass that somebody sent me, and let's make a wild pendant. This is square copper wire, 18 gauge, and oh, is this? No, this is the 16 gauge. Where's the 18 gauge? Here it is. Okay, let's take about. Let's really see what we can do with this. Let's take about 3 whole feet. Okay, this is just under 3 feet, and I'm gonna make a loop in the middle of the wire roughly. And I'm gonna wrap 3 loops around. There, they're not perfect, but you can squeeze them like this and it brings them a little tighter together. If you really want to be perfect, you can get a paintbrush handle or a pen or something wrapped around that. So we've got 3 layers here. We're gonna twist it once. I'm gonna decide what part of our pendant goes top to bottom. I always like the teardrop type look, so this would naturally be the top for me. And I like to go concave or convex like that, so I wouldn't do the back side because it curves a little bit like that. So I'm going to put this at the top here. I'm going to have these hug each other like grandma coming around to hug you from behind, like that. And now we're just going to play. Let's do something a little wilder than we usually do. So let's cross these so they have a little bit of a grab here. I'm going to cross this one around like this. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing around. I think I'm going to give it more like a 3D effect instead of putting it flat against the piece like I normally do. So I'm coming around with these weird loops here, and I have no idea what they're going to do. But this one is just going to go wild because that's what I decided. So he's just going to go like this and come out like that. And then I'm going to hide him in this crevice right here, and he's going to come around back. So there we go. So that's just insane. I don't know what that's doing. I don't know why I did that, but it doesn't matter. Come around this one, this way. Now they're together again in the back. Let's twist them around each other for more stability. And let's bring this guy straight up here to wrap around in there. That secures it. Right now it's starting to hold on to the piece a little bit, but not quite yet because there's nothing down here. So the whole thing could slip off that way. So here comes this one to the rescue. He's coming around here like this, and give him a little twist like that, and then he'll come up to the top. Now the piece is starting to hold itself, but still not quite. We need to do a little bit more. So this one, we're going to spin him through here. Pull that up. Just put him through there and pull tight. That's going to secure that spot. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And we'll bring him back around the front. And just give him a little curly cue. And that's totally snaggable, so forget it. We'll bring him back around the back. Make the curly cue over here. Fold him like that. Curly cue him in. And tuck him right here under that guy. All right, he's done. Press this flat. Okay, starting to get strong, but it's still a little bouncy, and we need more strength over in this area. So we have this long guy left. What can we do? We could bring him straight down and come up here, but is there anything more we can do with him on the way so he strengthens some other parts? Yeah, I think we can bring him through here, get this part strengthened. It's going to make a kink there. You got to be careful not to let that happen. Just pull them through as tight as you can. Got it through. All right, we're through that. Now I'm trying to treat this like it's thin wire and just wrap it around once like that. See if I can pull that tight. Oh, it's fighting me, but I win. Oh, that was a good pull. All right, that part is secure. This is kind of bouncing up and down. Let's make some crimps here to make this tighter. Pull that in tighter. All right, now. And I'm going to go flatter against the stone. That's just what I'm used to doing. Still, we got some weird stuff happening right there, so that's kind of different. All right. He comes up here like this. I'm just feeling where the weakness and the strength is. I'm just going to have him mimic this curve right here, like that. That's fun. Right? That kind of brings the whole thing together. But you know what? I could totally go through here. So I'm going to do it because it'll strengthen everything, and it looks like it kind of fits in there anyway. So I backed up and I risked wonking out the whole piece of wire, making it look crazy, but let's see if it works. Pull it through. Pulling it through. It doesn't want to go through. Okay, there we go. And look, we maintained our curve right there. We didn't lose it. We got that cool curve there. Now he's going to come straight through there. That makes this part much more snag proof, free from, or strong against snags, however you want to say it. Now this guy, if I just come back up again, he needs to be grabbed from the front because he has no strength pulling him from the front. Everything is pulling from the back, and that makes him susceptible to just be pulled that way. So what do? This is our last bit of wire unless we add a piece. I always like to do everything in one wire if I can. So this guy could technically, he could come snake his way all the way up here. This is going to be kind of a wild jump, but I think we can get him up here like this, have him grab, and then we have just enough to give it a nice little scarf around the top. And that's it. We're out of wire, so we'll cut it. Give ourselves just enough of a tip to tuck that sharp end in. Be careful not to shoot the pieces of wire at your face. Make sure you're wearing glasses or goggles just in case. All right, that is bizarre, but it's a piece of sea glass. It was a broken piece of weird shaped sea glass, and now we have some weird shaped ocean wave stuff going on to go with it. Definitely a statement piece. It's a large piece. Look how big that is. So let's tighten up some of this. See how that's bouncing around? I don't like that. So how can we tighten that up? Always crimping, putting little crimps in the back. I mean, you can put it in the front, but then it changes your design. So if you want crimps, crimp your way crazy in the front. But if you want to hide the crimps but still tighten it up, you crimp it in the back. So that can be crimped. This can be crimped. That's feeling much stronger. Square wire is really strong too. It has like something about it. It just holds its shape better. Give that a little more. That's feeling stronger and stronger. I have this little knot right here because I just was winging it. That feels like that would poke you a little bit if it was pressed against your chest if you're wearing it. So I'm going to try to flatten that a little bit. I don't like that. You can use the side of the pliers like this, and that way you won't scratch. Yeah, I really flattened it, just putting a little pressure. You can put it on the table too and use your weight and kind of roll it. Sometimes you want to pay attention to stuff like this. You don't want anything sticking out sharp to poke, or definitely not scratch, but also not press. You want it to be as flat as possible on the back so it lays nicely against the person's body. So if you find anything, you can also put these together and stab. You gotta be careful you're not gonna slip and jab yourself or something, or slip and scratch the piece or the wire. But if you feel like you have a good confident, like it's stable in there, then you just slowly press and you feel your way. Okay, so all right, so this is all right. Now that's really wobbly, so that definitely needs a crimp there. This needs a crimp. That's better. This is still a bizarre piece. Only the sea glass mother could love. But everything's tight, everything's good. We did it with one single piece of wire. I'm not even coming in with any thin wire and like tightening up everything, which I could. I had it ready to go just in case. But this is good. All right, that one's still bouncing. That's bothering me. Why is it bouncing? Let's find out. Okay, over here we could use a crimp. There we go. All right, it's weird. It's wild. You might not like it. Everyone might not like it. The whole world might hate it. And you know what? That's okay. Because I could take this and put it on a woman with a wild, crazy dress for a fun party and give it a nice chunky chain, and it would be different. It would be a statement piece, and she'd say, this is sea glass, and people would be like, wow, that's so artistic. That's so wild. That's what I'm imagining. Or they might be like, oh, what is that? But either way, I'm happy. So let's make more fun stuff.